So let's talk about time to results and what kind of results can you expect. Now, for B2B companies, I think, okay, I'm not very happy with how people do strategy. So I will compare how Spear Growth did it because I think that's the right way to do it for B2B companies. Whereas compared that to like, so again, I'm comparing the strategy that I like in both the instances. There's a lot of different ways to do it. So Spear Growth way of SEO would get you results like I think it would take a couple of weeks, like 4 to 5 weeks, where you should start seeing a couple of MQLs come in from there. Right. So it didn't take all that long. Um, right, but yeah, it would still take 4 or 5 weeks, and then you can probably start seeing 2 MQLs a month, and then it scales up to 2, 4, 6, 8 MQLs, and that's pretty good, right? Like usually people would say, okay, create a content for a year, and then you will get traffic, and then somehow it will start converting. It's long term. We didn't believe in that. We like getting quick results early on, show you MQLs, show SQLs, get buy-in from management for larger scale things, and then scale. So it would still take even after a quarter, you would probably see like 6 MQLs a month, right? Which could be a lot for a few, which could be very less for a few others. But because it's like a month, that scales over a year, then 36 MQLs for a quarter of work is pretty good, right? So that's what spear growth way of SEO could get you in timelines and all of that stuff. Now, with um, AI search, and it's still, even after SEO changing, it still works exactly in almost the same way. It's same kind of results. You can still expect it now. With AI search, what we're seeing is the time to results is much shorter. So if you do a few, there are quick wins that exist here also. It takes only a week to see results. For example, we did for ourselves, we've closed in 1 week's of work, we were able to close a good, I think, 100K in revenue, like net revenue 100K in 1 week of work. It took us about a month after doing that 1 week of work to get to that revenue closed, which is pretty decent, right? And even now, we used to get, before doing any work, it already had scaled on its own to about 3 to 4, or I think 2 to 3 calls a month. On every 2 weeks, you would see a call. Then we did a few things, and now we see every week we're seeing 2 to 3 calls a week. And I'm talking about ICP calls, like think people who are in our target audience, because we just like don't go on calls if they're not on our ICP. We send them an email, say that, hey, this is not a good fit. Let's not waste your time on mine. So we're seeing that. Same with our customers, like chosenly customers, our SaaS company, you can see like graphs like completely exploding. Like they already were seeing an upward trend because of ChatGPT adoption. Then they start doing the work, and then the same graph, which was like at like increasing at X% month over month, suddenly is you know increasing at X plus Y% month over month. It's a clear pattern. There are also some customers who are tracking it by topic, like, hey, these are some topics, these are some keywords. They publish some page today, and then or they'll do some outreach this week, right? And by the end of next week, they're already seeing a lot more LMs start recommending them immediately. It doesn't take that long, right? Which is really interesting. But the time to results is slowing down. So I think it's better to implement things faster, because I think, for example, 6 weeks ago, if you made a change right now, the web search didn't have, I don't think it used cache. So it would just, like, the moment you make a change, you would be able to see it reflected almost immediately, right? Because it would do live crawls. Now it seems to be using some cache mechanism a lot more. For example, when we did our website migration, Gunika, you checked if it showed us a change immediately after that, and it didn't, right? So it does take a couple of days to realize, oh, things have changed, at least. So time to results is different. Both are long-term channels, but I think ChatGPT, Perplexity, that traffic ramps up much quicker, has a lower ceiling as of now because of a lower, like fewer people use it compared to Google search. Lower ceiling right now, but I think the ceiling is expanding really fast. But time to results is very, very, very quick right now. That's slowing down and getting similar. So it's slowly getting similar to time to results, and the kind of results and everything is slowly getting similar to what you would see in SEO, which is interesting.